Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. What we're going to be talking about today is a warning that was put out by JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon. And he said recently that the U.S. will experience an economic recession within 6 to 9 months. Take a listen.
But you can't talk about the economy without talking about the stuff in the future. And this is serious stuff, okay? This is inflation, which obviously is changing the effect of those numbers I just told you about. It's rates going up more than people expected already, and probably a little bit more from here. It's QT, which we've never had before. So therefore the unknown effects, and you see it today in bond markets around the world and sovereign markets and people selling U.S. Treasury debt, and it's the war. And these are very, very serious things, which I think are likely to push the U.S. And the world. I mean, Europe is already in a recession, and they're likely to put U.S. in some kind of recession 6 to 9 months from now.
He added that the country will have a credit crisis with exchange-traded funds and stocks going down. He also corroborated his warning during an interview with CNBC. He said that the mainstream media does not want Americans to be aware of this fact, as it will definitely cause economic instability and panic. Even though the U.S. is actually still doing well, he said, to a very, very serious mix of headwinds will likely tip both the U.S. and the global economy into a recession by the middle of next year. And he also said, you can't talk about the economy without talking about stuff in the future. And this is serious stuff, he said. Right, Storm? Yeah. Is this going to affect your catnip? Is it going to affect all that? Yeah. So, in fact, he also talked about the impact of runaway inflation, higher than expected interest rates, unknown effects of the quantitative tightening, and the invasion as factors to blame for the impending recession. He said these are very, very serious things, which I think are likely to push the world and the U.S. I mean, Europe is already in a recession. And he said, and they're likely to push the U.S. in some kind of recession in 6 to 9 months from now. So he also mentioned that while the Federal Reserve waited way too long and did too little to contain this inflation as it jumped to 4-decade highs, the central bank is clearing the catch-up, if you will. And he added that people should keep their fingers crossed that the Fed's actions can make the effects of the recession more bearable. Yeah, that does not sound good at all. While he did not give a definite period on how long a recession in the U.S. might last, he noted that the market participants should also assess a range of outcomes ahead. And these could range from very mild to extremely hard, with a lot of factors reliant on what happens during the invasion. And moreover, he warned that the markets could remain volatile and that this volatility could coincide with disorderly financial conditions. And he's, bracing yourselves. We're going to be very conservative with our balance sheet, he said. So I think to guess is too hard. Just be prepared, he said. And Jamie Dimon's predictions were already happening in the United Kingdom, and the Bank of England intervened with the gifts, long-dated government bonds, in a bid to save the British economy from collapsing. Now, had the UK's central bank not stepped in, causing pension funds to implode or go out of business, it can have devastating repercussions for the entire country. So how do you prepare for this? Well, that's not an easy answer to give you because everyone has different lifestyles. Everyone has different financial backgrounds. Everyone has different ways of living. And I don't know everyone's budget. So I can't sit here and tell you, well, this is how you can do it. I can't do that. And with the onset of CBDC, UBI, things like that, there's no easy way to answer that question. So, just prepare the only way that you know how, and just go with that, honestly. So, we do have the debt, okay, that is around the world. It's 300 trillion, okay, because of interest rates had been near zero, all right, and as interest rates start to spike, you're going to see a collapse all over. Now, last month, the Chicago Federal Reserve president, his name is Charles Evans, also expressed apprehension about the Fed going too far, too fast in its bid to tackle inflation rates. And the Fed raised the benchmark against with the interest rates by 0.75 of a percentage point last month. And like I said, they're going to be doing it again. And then there's also how they're with the hard landing. People, 175,000 people every single month are going to be losing their job. This is not going to be easy for anybody. And like I said, I don't know how to tell each and every one of you how to prepare for this because I don't know. But this is why we prep, right? So we have a cushion to fall back on. But that's really all I can say to you. Take money out of the bank, save your money that you do have a little bit to, prepare yourself with. But other than that, I don't have answers for you. I really don't. I wish I did. I really do. I wish I did. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fearless.